Hello, my fourth grade artists. We are starting our new project today, but your class still has to finish their Wenzel Hablik planets. They're gonna glue on their planets today and do some splatter painting for the stars. And then I'm gonna introduce them to our next project, which we're gonna talk about negative and positive space, which I'll explain in our assignment. But basically we're talking about how we can play with space in art to create an abstract piece. We're going to be using Notan design as our example or project to how to do this. In art, positive is a little different than in math class. In math class, something positive is something you add, it's good, it's happy, and negative is usually bad or you're missing something. And that's similar in art. So in art, you have negative and positive space. So the positive space is the orange paper. And the negative space is what's missing or is left out. So if you're drawing a picture, the picture you draw is your positive space and all the white space around it would be your negative space. Or you're going to be cutting out construction paper. So your positive space is going to be your colored construction paper and that negative space is what's missing or cut out. So we're going to manipulate some collage work and try to trap and make a design out of that negative space. So now that negative space is becoming part of the whole piece. So positive space is the stuff that you intentionally put on the paper, and the negative space is usually the stuff that's left behind. So we're going to be doing this Notan project to learn how to trap that negative space to create an interesting design. And we're going to be doing abstract art, and abstract is non-representational. It doesn't really look like anything. It's just kind of there. So this is a kind of a project we're going to test how good you are at flipping and transferring images to kind of create our new project. And I will put a video to this instructions to kind of show you what I've showed the kids in class to get ready for next week. But this week is really simple. I want you just to be introduced to positive and negative space. I want you to watch the video after this one that I post about what's coming. And then I want you just to do this one thing. So you need 2 squares of construction paper. I can leave this at school or you can do this yourself. 2 squares. One square needs to be a lot smaller than the other. Your background doesn't necessarily have to be a square. We're just doing that in school. The middle part you want to be a square, and then you want a larger background because we want this to be the center and we're gonna be flipping and pulling things out to the side. So we need a background it can land on. I suggest a neutral color for your background, gray, black, maybe even white. Depends on what you have at home, and then something nice and bright for the front. If you want to do black and white, that's fine. If you want to do 2 different colors, as long as they're high contrast, that would work too. If you like to pick up supplies at school, the middle square, I have green, turquoise, purple, hot pink, neon yellow, and neon orange. So if you like to pick up supplies from school, just reply in a private comment and tell me what color you'd like your center square to be. All right. So after you have that, all you really need is then a pencil, because you're going to take your square and you're going to line it up as best you can in the center of your bigger paper. Once it's centered, you're going to take your pencil and you're going to mark the corner by making little straight and vertical and horizontal lines to create a little square or a little like corner square. I want you to do this in pencil. I'll show you in Sharpie so you can actually see it. It's really important we mark the corners because when we start doing our design, we have to be able to put this center square back exactly in the center for it to work, because we want to work smart, not hard. So really, your whole thing today is to source your materials and then mark the corners for your square. And that's it. That's all I expect you to do today. So find your construction paper or let me know what colors you want. Mark your corners. Watch the video after this and you're all set. That's it today, because we're going to be spending most of our class in school finishing up the last project. Next week, I'll tell you how I expect us to do it, but that video I'm going to show you will help too. So if you have any questions about this step, or if you want to let me know what color center square you want, let me know. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.